Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and warm greeting to everyone. First of all, I would like to say thank you very much for coming in today's forum. My name is Nurbadria binti Riwan as your moderator for today's forum, titled Technology, Digital and Application of AI. This topic is highly significant today. This is because AI increasingly influences various aspects to our life, including business, education, healthcare, and any public administration. Before we continue our discussion, allow me to introduce our panelists first.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Fazila Miti Ghazali as panel 1.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Hasnur Fitriani binti Amir as a panelist too.
Thank you to our wonderful panelists. Now, let's return to our topic. AI is often seen as a neutral technology. However, in reality, AI is developed by humans and also influence human data, values, and decision. Because of this issue, digital ethics play as a main role to make sure AI used by positively and to avoid from misuse by a user. So now I would like to ask our first panelist, Fazila, in your opinion, what is the most important digital ethics as a user?
Thank you for the question. In today's digital era, the use of artificial intelligence has become very common, especially among students. However, one important ethical issue in using AI is respecting copyrights and intellectual property rights. For example, a student may use AI to generate essay or assignment and submitting it without checking or giving credits. Although the work is generated by AI, submitting it as on original work will considered as plagiarism. In real academic settings, this can lead to disciplinary action and damage a student credibility. So another example is when people use AI generate image or content for their social media or business purpose without checking is it allowed for commercial use. So this may unintentionally violate copyright laws and harm original creators. Therefore, ethical uses of AI means using it as a learning support tools. Users should rewrite content by their own words, cite sources when necessary, and understand that AI should enhance our creativity, not replace honesty and effort. That's all.
What a great point, Fazila. Thank you. Now, Yani, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm totally agree with Fazila, but from my perspective, avoiding overdependence on AI is the main ethic on technology use. In today's digital era, we known as AI has become a common tool among students. Many students use AI to help with their assignments, research, and idea developments. While AI is very useful, overdependence on it can create serious problems. One major issue of excessive reliance on AI is lack of critical thinking. When students depend too much on AI generates, they may stop analyzing informations and solving problems independently, and this learning become passive instead of active. Furthermore, overusing AI affect academic integrity. Some students may submit AI generate without proper understanding or effort. This can lead to plagiarisms and dishonesty in academic settings. AI should be treated as a learning assistant, not a replacement for student thinking abilities. Students should use AI to support learning, such as checking ideas, understanding concept, or improving language while still doing the main work themselves. In conclusion, avoiding open overdependence on AI, students develop independence, creativity, and problem solving skills, which is very essential for long term success.
Thank you, Fazila and Yani. Exactly, I totally agree with the point shared by our panelists. In addition, digital ethics in AI are very important to make sure that we use the technology to understand the information, not just to copy it. AI should be a tool to support learning, not a replacement for human thoughts. Maybe this is because AI can provide any idea or explain any information, but the user responsibilities to evaluating or processing the information with your own mind. This is because copying AI directly can harm your integrity, your intellectual honesty, and also your critical thinking skill. Ultimately, using AI with ethically can make the user more professional. Now, let's moving on to our next question. Aside from AI, we also know that we are living in an era that advance of technology involving the social media such as TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and many more. So I would like to ask our panelists, in in your opinion, what is the most responsibilities that we need to apply every day when we use the technology as a user?
Thank you for your question. From my point of view, our responsibility as a student in technology is protecting our personal data. Protecting personal data is important responsibility for students in digital world. Today, students frequently use online platform for learning, communication, and social interaction. However, many are unaware of the risks involved. Personal data includes information as a full name, phone numbers, password, photo, and location details. When students are when students share this information carelessly, they may become victims of scam, identity theft, or cybercrime. Social and online application often collect user data. If students do not manage privacy setting properly, their information can be misused by third parties. This can affect personal safety and emotional well-being. To protect personal data, students should create strong password, avoid sharing private information publicly, and be cautious when clicking unknown links. They should also read privacy policy and adjust security settings on digital platforms. In conclusion, protecting personal data is essential for safe and responsibility technology use. Students must be aware that digital is part of their responsibility as a technology user.
I totally agree with you, Yani. So, another measure of responsibility when using AI or social media is verifying the authenticity of the information. With the speed of the online sharing, false information or misinformation can spread very quickly, right? For instance, during exam periods, students may come across viral posts on social media while claiming that certain exam question will definitely come out. So if students trust and share this information without verification, it can cause unnecessary panic to students and will poor exam preparation. So another real life example is when AI tools generate health or financial advice that sounds very convincing, but actually it is not too accurate. So if users follows this advice without checking reliable sources, it may lead to serious consequences. Hence, users should always cross-check information from trusted sources such as official announcement, textbook, or credible websites. Being responsible users will help to prevent misinformation and promote healthier digital environments. That's all.
Thank you for those insights, Fazila and Yani. Yes, our both panelists are absolutely right. Furthermore, we also must always be respectful in the way we speak to others. For examples, we need to avoid from using any hurtful or any unkind words every time when we want to leaving a comment, giving any opinion or sending a message. This is because using a bad language can lead to any conflicts. Therefore, we need to stay self-disciplined. Now, we have now reached to our final question. Overall, what are the positive impacts of technology, especially for students like us?
So I will start first. In my opinion, one of positive impact of using AI or social media is that they help students for preparing for their exams more effectively. For example, students can use AI tools to summarize long lecture notes or explain difficult topics in the simple way that will help students more understand about the topic. This is especially very helpful and very useful, especially when revising it at the last minute. In addition, many students will watch short educational video from social media platforms to understand concepts such as mathematical formulas or science experiments. These real-life learning resources will help to make the studying more fun and less stressful. So by when used AI properly, AI and social media can improve learning efficiency and will help students feel more confidence during their examination.
That's a great point. From my opinion, technology can be used and to generate idea. Technology and AI play a positive role in helping students generate idea. Many students use AI tools to brainstorm topics, explore new perspectives, and organize their thought more effectively. AI can help students overcome writer blocks and improve creativity by providing examples, suggestions, or outlines. These can make more engaging and less stressful, especially to complex assignments. However, students must understand that AI generated ideas should not be copied directly. Instead, AI should be used as a starting point. Students should analyze the ideas, add personal understanding, and develop original content. When used when it used correctly, students encourage critical thinking and innovation. Students can compare information, evaluate sources, and combine ideas to produce meaningful work. AI is powerful for idea generations, but it effectively depends how responsible students use it. Creativity and originality must still come from students themselves.
Spot on, Fazila and Yani. Thank you again. Other than that, as a student, technology makes our life much easier. This is because as a student, we know that we always do online classes via Google Meet. For example, when let's say if they have any obstacles like floods, family emergency or feel unwell, we also can still join the online classes everywhere we are. This ensure that we can avoid from misinformation that given from the lecturer. Now, but unfortunately, they also have a negative side. So, what our panelists talk on this?
Thank you for the question. From my perspective, technology can be as a distractions that can affect student focus. Although technology may offer many benefits, it also can negatively affect student focus. Mobile phone, social media, and online entertainment are major distractions during study times. Frequently notification and constant online engagements reduce student attention span. This can make it difficult to concentrate on lesson, complete assignment efficiently, and retain information. Excessive screen time also can lead to physical and mental health problems such as eye strain, fatigue, and poor sleep quality. This issue further reduce academic performance and motivation. To overcome this problem, students should manage their technology wisely. This includes setting screen time limits, turning off unnecessary notifications, and creating a focused study environment. In a nutshell, technology should support learning, not to interrupt it. With a proper control and disciplines, students can maintain focus and use technology more productively.
I agree with you, Yani. So, despite the benefits, excessive use of AI or social media will reduce social life interaction. So, I will give the real life example is when friends sit together at the table, but they more focus on their own phone rather than talk to each other, right? So, students may also rely heavily on online communication and feel uncomfortable when participating group discussion or presentation in real life. By over time, this can affect communication skills and emotional connection with others. Therefore, it is important to us to balance digital usage with real life interactions. Face to face communication is become very and vital essential for building strong relationship and social confidence. That's all.
Thank you, Fazila and Yani. I completely agree with both of you. Furthermore, we also need to change our mindset so that we don't rely too much on technology. We must prevent ourselves from being lazy thinkers. For example, some might do their assignment at very last minute because they know that they can complete all the assignment inside inside on the technology without thinking about it. So the conclusion is we must always stay self-disciplined. Thank you. Now let's conclude the final topic of our forum today. That's all from us. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you.